ready.
I'm ready!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I am back for another video discussing Telltale Games. So, I'm going to be doing these videos a bit more now. The Last of Us has wrapped up its HBO show, as well as the PC version came out. So now I'm going to start to focus on Telltale Games again a bit more as we get ready for the future. We know that this upcoming summer, we will be getting the Expanse A Telltale Series, which will be the first project from the new Telltale Games, which I'm so excited to be covering. But if you saw the news in my last Wolf Among Us 2 video, the game for The Wolf Among Us 2 was delayed to 2024. Again, it was to avoid crunch. They changed engines, not to burn out their employees, and to make sure that they release something that, you know, is not going to get them flamed. And practically, because if they did, yeah, we know how that would end up. So I'm going to be discussing the latest stuff that has happened since that delay announcement about the, Wolf Among Us 2, The Expanse, future projects, and more. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. Join about 90,000-ish people that have that bell set to all, so you don't miss any of my videos, streams, or any of that. As well as make sure you guys do subscribe. Join about the near 50% of people are subscribed to help us on the road to 360,000 subscribers. Greatly would appreciate that. Get straight into it. Alright, so let's discuss first what's coming first. The Expanse, a Telltale series. Now, I want to quickly talk about my plans for it. I am not going to be covering it as much as a typical Telltale game. That being that the audience for it is not at its highest. So you probably aren't going to notice that I have not covered most of the stuff that's been happening with it. But I'm going to put it more into these bigger update videos, I think, at least until we get closer to release, which I think you guys can understand. The hype for it is kind of dead, and I'm not saying that's a shot at the Expanse or anything. It's just that it's a brand new IP from Telltale. There is a niche Expanse community that watches it on Amazon. Maybe some of you guys are watching this are fans of it, but obviously the general audience of Telltale, where's Wolf Among Us 2? Where's Batman Season 3? Where's Walking Dead Season 5? That's all we see. I hope to God this Expanse game blows people's socks off, because right now it is being slept on, very much so, and I am going in with an open mindset for it. I really want this game to succeed. We got the news that the Expanse A Telltale Series Episode 1 is coming this summer. It is confirmed, yes. We are finally getting an episodic game from Telltale, and the first episode, remember, they're still releasing episodically, but the whole game will be done by the time the first episode drops. So Episode 1 likely going to be, could be June, July, August, somewhere in that range. My guess is probably going to be July. And we're going to get it on PS5/PS4, Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One, and the Epic Game Store. There is no word on Steam right now, so I would not count on it, but there's still a chance it could release on Steam, but those are the platforms we know at the moment. Wishlist pages are actually up on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, so if you want to wishlist the game, go do that right now. Pre-orders are not currently up yet, so we don't know. That should be pretty dang soon. And some of the newest footage we've gotten actually looks a lot better than what we've seen originally. And I know the old footage about a year ago kind of looked a little, but it was pre-alpha footage. So, yeah, game's looking pretty decent now. I'm not going to lie. Deck 9 and Telltale are cooking. So we have to hope for it to be pretty good, right? Some other little mini details we have on the game is that they are trying to be faithful to the source material of the Expanse. Deck 9 worked close with Alcon to basically ensure that the Expanse is not only faithful to the source material, which is, the books, the show, but able to expand upon it, exploring areas of established canon, introducing new aspects, which they believe will, the massive fandom will rally around the episodic adventure. Like I said, it's a very niche community. If you haven't seen the Expanse, you can go watch it. I'm personally, may watch a little, but I'm not trying to, I know it's a prequel, but I don't want to spoil myself too much. I kind of want to just get involved through the game first, but, and with Telltale being involved, Expanse has always been about tough choices. It's a theme of futuristic universe where Earth and Mars are on the precipice of war after colonization of the solar system divides humanity rather than uniting it. This makes the fertile ground for a collaboration between Deck 9 and Telltale, which, Telltale has done Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, Batman, countless other episodic games, and we know Deck 9 just recently did Life is Strange True Colors, so you've got a good team of people behind that. To make this point very clear, Deck 9 is listed as the developer, so Deck 9 has developed this game. Telltale is the publisher. Telltale mainly is focused on The Wolf Among Us 2, which is where we're moving this video to right now. If you were caught up with my last video, The Wolf Among Us 2 was confirmed to be delayed to 2024. We also know that the engine was being changed from the Unreal Engine 4 to the Unreal Engine 5. The CEO, Jamie Otley, basically made it clear that they were not going to rush the game out just to, have it out in 2023. They basically said, we don't want to get ripped by releasing something that's not ready or overworking our employees, because they said the only way really we could release it in 2023 is crunch, which usually at the end of the day it's not a win-win situation. Yes, we get the game earlier, but there could be more issues. I think I personally care more about the people that are spending hours and years of their lives working on this than, hitting a certain quota release date. Let's be honest. So what we're really hoping is that The Wolf Among Us 2 comes out early next year. I think we're still months away from news, sadly. I don't think we're going to really be getting anything until The Expanse is done. If, Telltale's release date currently for The Expanse is they want to do bi-weekly release dates, so 2 to 4 weeks I've heard is the running thing. They said a couple weeks. So likely if episode 1's coming this summer, let's just say July, then we get, potentially it could end by September. If they do 2 to 4 weeks per episode, I would think. So then probably near winter, I would think we're going to get a Wolf Among Us 2 update. Could be even late fall, but I'm thinking more winter. It all depends when The Expanse ends, but I think The Wolf Among Us 2 still has a ways to go, considering that they're still, they had to switch engines, all this other stuff. I really hope it comes out early 2024, but again, at this point, knowing how things have been, I'm not guaranteeing anything at this point with this game, because I've been waiting years now at this point. Like the intro, I'm ready, and then it just turns to a constant I'm ready waiting cycle. So I'm not going to guarantee anything at this point with The Wolf Among Us 2 and its release date. Just know Telltale's cooking. They are working on it, and hopefully when it does get news, I'll be ready to cover it. So last discussion is the other projects. We know Telltale still owns Batman. They still own a couple other smaller ones. But we knew recently there was a pretty big deal that was made. If you had not really been paying attention, maybe you didn't know. I talked about this when I said about The Walking Dead Season 5 potentially coming. Is that Skybound and I believe another studio, I don't remember their name, partner with Telltale, gave them $8 million in funding. And I thought, okay, why would Skybound, a company synonymous with a lot of stuff recently, don't even get me started about the statue. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Lee and Clementine's statue got canceled. Don't want to talk about that, but it did, yes. Hopefully you got your money back. I did, but why would they fund Telltale $8 million? Coincidence? I think not. And I said in that video, isn't there a chance there's an unannounced game? Yes, there is an unannounced game confirmed. Telltale will not tell you that there is a game, but there is another game that they're working on that is probably in pre-production right now that we don't know what it is. Rumor has it that it could be Batman Season 3, but also with this deal, there's been a rumor that Season 5 of The Walking Dead or a new Walking Dead game could be in development as well. I think this deal definitely hints that Telltale and Skybound making another Walking Dead game is not out of the question. It could be more likely than not. Will it be this next upcoming game after The Wolf Among Us 2? I don't believe so, because I think Batman is going to get its time to shine for a third season. But I think afterwards, you've got an opportunity to bring The Walking Dead back with a huge fan base, and you've got a fully rejuvenized Telltale Games that will take their time and not rush it out. I mean, The Walking Dead, as good as it was rushed. It was crunched. There was a lot of stuff that was cut. If you've got a fully funded, fully supported Telltale releasing a Walking Dead game, could you imagine the potential we could get? We could get a Walking Dead game that could really break bounds. I'm saying, like, something that could really just be amazing. I mean, I'm not saying the other seasons weren't, but imagine. So keep an eye on that. That's just something to keep an eye on the side while we get this other stuff. Is that that they're thinking ahead in the future too. This is not just get the Expanse of The Wolf Among Us. They're thinking ahead with other stuff. So that's pretty much all you need to know for now. I'm sure we're going to be getting a lot more Expanse stuff in the coming weeks and months as we get ready for its release, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully The Wolf Among Us 2 will get something around the fall time, I hope, but nothing's guaranteed at this point. So drop a like and subscribe if you guys enjoy. Let's go for 1,500 likes, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on social media down below, stay connected, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love, have a great day, bye-bye.